Hey guys, I'm Rich Woods from NeoWind. Today we are unboxing the Samsung Galaxy S7. Now, I'm going to be honest here, I'm pretty excited. If you've been following me for a long time, just about a year, you know that there was a time that I wouldn't touch Samsung devices. I hated their phones. I thought they were the worst thing in the world. And then the Galaxy S6 came out, and it got so much better. They actually started focusing on decent design. They put the most powerful chipset that anybody was using, because Qualcomm wasn't doing anything impressive at the time. And they made TouchWiz a lot lighter, and it was really impressive. The QHD display was still a little more than the GPU could handle, but then the Note 5 really seemed to solve everything, even though it used the same chipset. But it was really much better. Probably it might have been the 4 GB of RAM versus 3. Who knows? But the Note 5 was really the first Samsung phone that I really thought was fantastic. So I am actually really excited about the Galaxy S7 here. All right, and also, I mean, when Samsung releases a phone, I mean, next to an iPhone release, that's just about as big as tech news gets. It's the latest Galaxy S release and the latest iPhone release are, whether you hate Samsung and Apple or either one of them, you can't deny the fact that those are the two biggest days in technology. Or, well, 3 or 4 days, since, Samsung does the Note as well, and, a Galaxy S7 Edge and a Edge Plus, S6 Edge Plus. So I will compare this phone to my Note 5 here, although I had it here for comparisons, but as it turns out, looks like we're downloading Marshmallow or some other ridiculously large update, although I can't imagine what other ridiculously large update there would be. Other comparisons are going to be with the iPhone 6s Plus, probably the Microsoft Lumia 950, maybe even the Nexus 5X. All right, so we have a quick start guide. We really don't need that here. I know how to use a phone. So yeah, they gave me the same color as the Note 5 that I have here. Something about review units, they never send you the color that you wanted. I mean, of course, you can't ask for a certain color, But by the way, this box here is really heavy. This thing weighs probably over a pound. So I really want to see what's in here. And since this is an unboxing, that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, so we're removing the phone. We have a SIM here that's not there. I'm guessing they put it in the phone for me. Peel back another layer. By the way, quite a few layers here. All right, and here is going to be a SIM pin, probably some other guides. And then down here we just have headphones, charger, USB connector. Wow, look at that. That's interesting. The device itself, I didn't even realize that they used micro USB here. That seems kind of surprising. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what the purpose is of this little USB adapter here, because this is a standard micro USB cable. And then we have headphones down here. So let's get this out, one more layer, and then that's it. Nice headphones, by the way, same as Apple's EarPods, which, by the way, for those people that love to discuss whether or not Samsung copied Apple, I'm not against these companies copying each other. I think that's how we get more innovation. But denying that they copied it all is just kind of ridiculous. I know I have a friend who has a Samsung Galaxy Tab 2, and it actually uses a 30-pin connector. I mean, seriously, the only other device that use 30-pin connector are the old iPods and iPhones and iPads. So the box itself, which now empty, is a fairly heavy box. So that was where some of that weight came from. I guess I don't know what I was expecting from that extra weight, but that's all there is. Just charger and some adapter that I really just have no idea why it exists. I guess the idea is to turn a regular. Oh, you know what what it could be is to turn this into a USB port. I do have a few of these kinds of adapters, but so now I can plug in a mouse. I don't know what they're planning with that, Okay, so we're gonna power the device on here, then we'll take the plastic off. I also want to note the box that it actually comes in. Um, if you've never used a Samsung device before, then you don't really know. They've been using similar boxes. This is the box the Note 5 came in. A lot of them have looked like fake wood almost, and it's nice to see like they're really focusing on design more than they ever have before. Notice this thing just powered on. I gotta say, as far as first impressions go, that's the fastest I've ever seen a phone boot up. Let's do that one more time because we wow. Yeah, so we're gonna power it down. Tap button to turn off device. So I will obviously be comparing this phone with the Galaxy Note 5 because, especially since the Galaxy Note 5 is getting Marshmallow, there's going to be a lot to talk about. Currently, I use the Microsoft's Arrow launcher on my Galaxy Note 5 and the Next lock screen, which provides a great experience. And if you don't like TouchWiz, it will take over for you, and it's really fantastic. So, all right, we just booted this thing up. It's been about 2 seconds. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and I'm curious because it was really remarkable how fast that thing booted up. 20 seconds. That's pretty phenomenal. The screen looks beautiful, which is not surprising. Samsung makes fantastic displays. Again, whether you love or hate Samsung, you can't deny that they make beautiful displays. Whether you love or hate 1440p displays, you can't deny that it's beautiful. I don't think 1440p is necessary. Personally, I think that it's impossible to tell the difference between 1080p and 1440p on a screen this size. Okay, so after connecting to Wi-Fi, I've noticed that there are quite a few pages of settings here. Quite a few, typical Samsung style there. And now we're going to open the Play Store because I'm going to download Geekbench. And the reason that this is the first app that I'm installing on this device is because I want to see what processor it uses. I've heard that the US models are going to use Snapdragon 820, but Samsung also released a model with the Exynos 8890, which is the successor to the one that was in the Note 5 and the GS6. So I really don't know what they did here. I'm excited. I hope that it uses Snapdragon 820 because this will be the first, obviously it will be the first device that I've reviewed this year with Snapdragon's new chipset. And last year's offering was just not good. Snapdragon 810 had overheating problems. 808 was unimpressive, and it was a very disappointing display from Qualcomm last year, and they have to make that up this year, and if they can't, they're going to be in bad shape. So some of the horror stories that I've seen are true. We have a DirecTV advertisement here that I can't just swipe away. I guess I'll have to go into settings here and disable it, which sucks. Obviously, Samsung is known for crapware, but obviously they're taking it to a new level with that. Also, just from my general usage so far, I'm noticing that the device is a little warm already, which is surprising. I really hope we don't have those kinds of overheating problems. All right, so it is a Qualcomm. It's a Qualcomm. So that means it's using the Snapdragon 820. I'm also really excited about the new Adreno 530 GPU because last year I was so unimpressed with all these 1440p phones that came out and just not being able to play games on them because the GPU just couldn't handle it and everything was so stuttery. So I'm really excited to try out the new one. So yeah, we'll have a few comparisons over the next couple weeks. Including, we'll compare it to the Note 5. That'll obviously be the obvious one because that was not the predecessor because it's a different line. Samsung is very confusing sometimes. I'll compare it to the iPhone 6s Plus, the Microsoft Lumia 950, and maybe. I only have 2 weeks with this phone, so if given time, I'll compare it with the Nexus 5X as well. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.